Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. A Syrian court has sentenced former President Bashar al-Assad to death in absentia, convicting him of crimes committed during the country's civil war, including premeditated murder, torture, arbitrary detention, and crimes against humanity. The Damascus Criminal Court also sentenced former Assad-era security chief Atef Najib to death for premeditated murder and torture linked to the violent crackdown in Deraa in 2011. The court found that crimes committed by Assad's government in Deraa province in 2011 amounted to crimes against humanity. At least 132 people are dead, and a state of emergency has been declared after Colombia was hit by one of its largest earthquakes in years. The death toll is likely to rise, with more feared trapped under collapsed buildings. The magnitude 7.4 quake struck at a depth of 103 kilometers in Chocó province. It was felt across an enormous area, stretching for hundreds of miles across western Colombia. Many of the deaths have been concentrated in the city of Pereira, in Colombia's coffee-growing region, with surrounding cities and the Valle del Cauca region also hit hard. US President Donald Trump has claimed that the United States Navy has cleared Iranian mines from the Strait of Hormuz and now has complete control over the strategically vital waterway. Speaking to reporters in the Oval Office, Trump said the US Navy had mineswept the entire strait and that several ships were now passing through the passage. Trump said the United States Navy is currently the only force controlling the Strait of Hormuz.
President Donald Trump has demanded compensation from Iran for deaths and damage across the Middle East. In social media posts, Trump said Tehran should pay for what he describes as deaths and injuries caused by its actions in Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and Gaza, and has ordered US negotiators to raise the demand in future talks. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian has said that Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei is completely healthy, dismissing speculation over his health. Pezeshkian said he recently held a very good 7-hour meeting with Khamenei, in which the Supreme Leader stressed national unity and called for social cohesion and greater attention to people's livelihoods. He also said that someone able to sit and discuss matters for 7 to 8 hours could not have serious health problems.
Democratic Republic of Congo has said that confirmed Ebola deaths had reached 2011, the latest grim milestone in what health officials have described as the fastest spreading outbreak on record. The latest data from Congo's Public Health Institute also reported 4,381 confirmed cases across 5 provinces. Delayed detection, conflict, and strained health services have helped the virus spread more rapidly than in previous outbreaks. The current outbreak is caused by the Bundibugyo strain of Ebola, for which there are no approved vaccines or treatments. US President Trump has signed an executive order calling for fewer childhood vaccinations by limiting the inoculation schedule to 11 immunizations, which he said would give US children gold standard protection and align the country with peer nations that recommend fewer shots. The order advances a long-standing goal of Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., an anti-vaccine activist who has promoted a link between vaccines and autism that scientists have repeatedly debunked. A US appeals court has allowed thousands of lawsuits to move forward against Meta platforms, Alphabet's Google, ByteDance's TikTok, and Snap Inc.'s Snapchat over claims they designed their products to be addictive to young users. The San Francisco-based 9th US Circuit Court of Appeals rejected an appeal by Meta and TikTok seeking to overturn a lower court ruling requiring them to face more than 3,000 lawsuits filed in federal court, saying the companies had appealed too early. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.